Hello, welcome back to Top Dog Season 3, guys. Woo! And today we are going to see how we have been for the holidays. Then we are going to look back a bit to see how we got to where we are today. My name is Fiction Boy.
I'm Stream Arcadad.
And I'm Whiplash Wolf.
By the way, it's good to see you. It's been a month and a half.
It's been a month and a half. It's
Yes.
good to see all of you, actually.
Yes, it's been a month and a half.
God, time goes by quickly.
It does. Stream, did you put on some weight? I think you ate some Canadian bacon recently, haven't you?
Maybe. Oh, god damn it. You're trying to push my button. Well, don't get me off to a bad start for this year, big boy.
Oh, thank you.
might have
I tried
gained a
my
little
best.
I'll take it.
Oh my god.
And what about you, Whiplash?
Trying to lose weight after this season of giving food in my mouth.
I mean, fair point. But anyways, guys, let's focus now. Here we go.
So is there any fun stories from the holidays you three want to share?
Actually, there is quite a story. This year we have gone through many gifts. My brother actually came by to visit during the holidays, which I haven't seen him for almost a year. And I got really jealous of my brother because he got some. My dogs are barking. I am so sorry, ladies and gentlemen, about that. That was unexpected. I have like 3 pitties. They get very excited when we have guests that come here. At least I think we have guests. But anyways, yes, my brother came by during the holidays. We hanged out a bit. I took him to his first Korean barbecue, by the way. He's never been to one.
Oh, you made life without going to one.
Mm-hmm. And then I brought my other little brother with me as well, and this was his first too. I think the funny story that was happening is that because I am an experienced veteran when it comes to Korean barbecues, is that my brothers did not expect that they would have to cook the food. They're not used to doing that, and so when they saw that, they're like, I don't know how to cook. So the funny part is that they so to give some clarification, there is a pot where you put like some soups in, and then you got your meats, like slices of meats where you cook the meat over there. So because you put your vegetables in the soups, those kinds of things. So when my little brother decided to get like marinated seasoned beefs, he decided to put it in the little pot instead of just putting it on the little grill that we had. And I was like, you're supposed to put that on the grill, not supposed to. And they're like, oh, well, I don't know how to cook. And my brother did the exact same thing. I'm like, oh god, this is gonna be fun. I'm not even the best cook, and I had to explain the basics. So that was fun.
Okay, first off, how old are they? How old are they?
The second oldest, which he is 21.
Okay, so they're all younger than you. You're the oldest.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, I am the oldest.
Rephrase my question. Are they younger than you? Sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah.
Then you better pick up on your older brother duties and teach them how to cook, because they're adults now. They need to know that stuff. They gotta find their way out there.
Hey, you have no right to speak because you didn't even want to cook anyways. So. But yeah, my other one was 14.
They're Southern. I feel like being a Southerner, it should come naturally to you to know how to cook. Like, I can't be wrong.
You would
here.
think so. But no.
Well,
I have a brother. The second oldest is. He's like, I'm so used to just, being a frat boy, like a Florida frat boy, because he likes to go to Florida a lot. And the other one is just a gamer kid. It stays on the computer.
God. The DoorDashing kid.
Yeah. So,
Jeez.
yeah, that was quite an experience. And then after that, we got some ice cream, and then I introduced them to some coffee ice cream, which is bomb.
It is.
I just like Oreo.
Coffee's crisp ice cream. Oh, yes. Oh, true. That's a Canadian thing. You guys don't have that.
I would love to try that.
Coffee crisp. I'll bring one.
You guys want to?
I'll bring some
guys
coffee
wanna-
crisps.
You guys
I
want?
want to try. Oh, you go first, Stream.
Well, I didn't do much for the holidays. My husband was away in Cuba for 2 weeks, so I spent most of my time alone. So I spent a lot of time hanging out with my friends on VR chat, on Discord. But we did have a big family party for Christmas. It's our one thing every year that all my family on my mother's side gather up, and we all have fucking we all have like ADHD, and it becomes very loud, very obnoxious. But we like to play games a lot, and they get kind of crazy. And we had that adult diaper game that we had to play, where we would have to like have diapers around our ankles, and we, without using our hands or arm, we would have to kind of move our legs around to try to get it back up. But as always, things kind of drifted, and it turned into a fashion show with different ways to wear the diaper. I think I'll send the clip that my cousin recorded, but it ended up being like a fashion statement. They would put diapers on their face. They would kind of be like tied behind another one's back and walking. Oh my god, it was so goddamn funny. It was absolutely ridiculous. It was chaotic, but god damn it, I loved it so much. I'm still laughing.
Oh no.
You made quite a fashion statement a few months back when you decided to shave your head bald, and you showed me that video. I saw you doing.
Oh yeah,
your
with the
strut.
heart in the back.
Yeah,
Oh, dude,
you were you were
all-time.
making your hips, and then you just like walked fabulously back to I think what was the dining room, and you were just like,
Yeah. Yeah, so what ended up happening here is that I was hanging out with my best friends. We finally found a time where we can all gather around and spend time together. And then my cousin was like, Stream, you're kind of losing your hair. What's the point of keeping them up? Let's just like clip them. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Well, the hell not. Let's just go for it. It's like, before though, I want to try a little something. And then he starts clipping, and he's like laughing and he's giggling. I'm like, what the hell is this bastard doing again? And then he shows me a mirror, and it's like a big heart at the back of my head. I'm like, oh god, it is so ugly. And then I'm like, wait, Mark, pick up your camera. I want to do something. Go at the end of that, like the room, and I'm gonna do something. And then didn't know what to expect, and I just did that strut. And we posted it on Facebook. My whole family saw it, and they loved it. They watched it everybody watched it like 3 or 5 times each. They loved it.
in that moment, I would be like, I like your cut, G.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Mine didn't. I didn't really have too much happen. It was just like normal Christmas with me. Honestly, had Christmas dinner with my family on Christmas Day. Had friends miss the weekend afterwards. Did find out. I should be moving in with my decade friendship friends soon. So towards the end of this month, I may not be free.
Well, nice.
That's fair. Is it who I think it is?
No, it's not Andres.
Damn. I thought you. I'll ask later.
That would be an apartment
But
of chaos right there.
Here's the thing is, Andres doesn't know yet. It's with my friends that I know personally IRL that I've known for a decade. So it's people I know. Like, I know Andres be a good roommate and good friend to be with, but these people I've known all my life, and I know exactly what happens, and we're all comfortable with everything that we do.
Okay, I'll talk more about it later.
So, are there any gifts that you gave or received this year that were really special to you? I think you 3 got a nice art piece from Trick the Stick. Our listeners in the Discord, they can check that out there.
Oh, I
Oh
haven't
yes,
seen
I
it.
did see that. I seen
I
it.
didn't see it.
I did.
Damn it.
They showed me already a preview of it before it was submitted, so I got to see an early peek of it before you guys did.
Yeah.
So
I
you
saw
guys
one.
are more than welcome to
Either.
come see it.
I would like to see.
Actually, Whiplash looked like the cutest one. Makes sense.
Whatever. I'm
I
sorry.
mean,
looking
we're
at-
definitely going to be I'm going to be putting it on our wall of art. And if you guys want to submit and want to make fan art for the Top Dog Show, all the submissions that we receive, I'm going to be putting them on the wall behind us. Eventually, it would be kind of cool to have like all these walls filled up. But for the meantime, this is what we've received. And definitely Trick's art is going to be put up there. I think it's really sweet. Thank you so much. I haven't seen the full thing yet. I'm definitely going to look into it. I saw the progress when you were working on it, and it looked really, really, really cool. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Trick.
Yes, thank you.
Actually, well, you know what? Whiplash, did you give anybody gifts that were very... I want to know, like... I think you
Like
would have
if I
given like a
gave
very
anyone?
cool gift.
I mean, here's the thing is, look, I'm busy with everything in life, so I didn't really choose anything special this year. Now, well, okay, you know what? Never mind, I take that back. So for two of my friends, the gift hasn't came in yet because it takes apparently 4 to 5 weeks for it to come in. So I've told you the story about how I got into Corvettes, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so
Might need a
the reason
refresher.
why, alright, so the reason why I own a Corvette is one day randomly, my best friend, or both my best friends, they messaged us, told us to meet us at a restaurant close to where I live at. So we go there, and she pulls up in a 2003 Z06 Corvette. And we were shocked by it because none of us expected us to just, go out and buy one. And she let me drive it one day off a coastal road that we have onto the interstate, and that kind of like settled it for me that I wanted one, right? Because I was able to get on the interstate and do legal speed limit. So
Quote unquote.
after that, yeah, quote unquote legal speed limit. But after that, I was excited to get one, so I got one. And the story goes on. That one got into someone rear-ended me on that one. I have another one now. So for her and my other best friend, they both have the 2003 Z06 and a 1985 C4 Corvette. So there's a museum in Kentucky, Bowling Green, Kentucky, right?
Bowling Green, Kentucky, yeah.
Yep, that's where the plant is for Corvettes and such. So on their website, you can actually put in the VIN number for Corvettes after 1982, and you can get the entire like MSRP, like the actual like car, like the sticker price would be on the window if you bought it brand new. You can get one brand new from them, and neither of them know exactly what came on their car. So I pretty much got one from them for both of them, and that was like I think almost $180 combined.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
That's
Yeah. So yeah, it's just taking a while to come in at this moment.
What?
That face, like,
Uh-huh.
next, it's your turn. The way you turned your head to it, that was so funny. It's like, your turn.
Thanks for pointing that out.
I'll take that as one. Yeah. So I didn't receive anything for Christmas privately among my friend and family. Though I did bought a tarot card game for my sister. She's really into the energies and spiritual stuff, and she was really happy about it. And my mother, I gave her like a set of bath bombs from Lush, which is a like handcrafted bath bombs. They're very expensive, but they're very like pretty and they're premium quality. I didn't really get anything. But I gave a few things. I know my friend Dirk, though, he did give me an artwork, but that was kind of sweet. What, Kit? You seem angry at me. Did I forget something?
Got you a new propeller.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
right.
that's true. Okay, so that's another thing. So during the holidays, since my new propeller, okay, I need to
Yeah.
give context for this. I'll try to make it short, under 2 minutes. So since my husband was away for the holidays, I decided, you know what? And I'm gonna gear up for winter. I'm gonna fly my paramotor. I'm gonna go on a flight, test those new heated gloves for cold weather, and I set up my wing. I set up my engine. I started, ready to go. And as I'm taking off, I realized my helmet is starting to lift off my head, and I'm like, oh no, please no. So I kind of cinch my shoulders to make sure I don't lose it, and as I'm taking off, my helmet flies off, wrap around the cage, hits the propeller, explodes it, and then I had to do an emergency landing while I was 15 feet in the air. So I see the damage. The propeller is completely broken. And I was really bummed out because my husband just left, and I really wanted to fly for the whole week. And I was really upset because, you know, a wooden propeller is like $200, and a carbon fiber one is a $600 purchase. So what I thought. So I head back home with my paramotor on my car, my Civic, and my sister comes back home because she's been living with me for like the past 2-3 months. She just left, and she was like, oh, what happened? Like, oh, I broke my propeller, now I can't fly for the rest of the season. And she's like, well, you know what? You did some voice narration for my TV show, so I know, like, you told me, like, I asked you to pay you later this summer, but since you kind of need a propeller, I'll give the money right now to you so that you can buy the propeller. So I ended up ordering a brand new propeller. I got the carbon fiber one, which is an upgrade, and it was $544, and I'm waiting for it. I didn't expect it, and I was really grateful for that. I thank my sister for that, because I was supposed to get the money this summer, but she decided to, you know, make it short and give it to me right now. So I'm really grateful for that. Thank you, Kit, for reminding me. I appreciate.
I would say my gifts. I gave a couple of gifts, especially to my boyfriend. I bought 3 gifts for that I thought were memorable, which was I got 2 copies of Lethal Company. I bought them one for Colton and actually one for my boyfriend as well, because they all wanted it, but I didn't know about, I just bought it for Colton because why not? Because it was the holidays, and my boyfriend just didn't have the money to buy things because he already spent so much as it is during the holidays. And I also got him something from Chattanooga, Tennessee, when I was visiting one of my friends, and that was it was a designed mug, and he loves, what's her name? It's a country singer. What's her name?
Oh, Dolly Parton.
Yeah, Dolly Parton. It was handmade. It was very handmade art on a mug, and it was like, you know, and it cost me a pretty penny to have that, but it was totally worth it. It's on its way right now because I feel so terrible. This was the funny part. I bought it, and when I was visiting my friend and when I was ready to go, I forgot the gift. I left it there, so I didn't even have a chance to. I was like, oops. And I was like, hey buddy, hey, can you go to your local post office and just, I just saw a hand. Can you just go to your local post office and ship it for me? I will give you the shipping money for it. And he did, and thank you for that if he's ever watching this episode. The gifts that I got, this gift I got, I'm gonna say, you got to be very, very careful, and you definitely need to have a permit to get. Let's just say, under YouTube policy, I cannot mention that it's something that you don't really talk about because the regulations of the policy. Let's just say it's a thing that you use just in case someone tries to attack you.
Yeah, I kind of figures what it was.
Now, me and my brother, now we did follow the rules, so I'll give you context. You do need a permit. You do need a permit to have it, to understand the laws and how to use it. Otherwise, and then you gotta learn how to use it, because those two are two different things. One teaches you the law to give you the permit, and the other you got to go to, a training course. So yeah, those were our biggest gifts.
Unless you live in Florida,
paintball gun with metal rounds. Those look fun.
Ooh,
no, that's pretty much airsoft weapon at that point.
Yeah, about to say an airsoft weapon with, metal balls. Lots of metal balls.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And then I got my brother a graphics card. I forgot to mention that too.
Damn, I was about to say, I'm just passing out fucking gift cards over here with $100 like amounts on it, and you're passing out graphics cards.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah.
Well, still, 3090 is nothing to laugh at. I have a 3080 myself.
Oh, I didn't say it was bad.
Oh, no. I can't. Go ahead. Sorry.
Can each of you share a bit of your academic backgrounds that led you to where you are today?
Oh
boy. Oh boy.
Like, what do you mean? Like on here or real life?
Yes.
Fuck. I don't know.
Dang it.
You want me to start since you don't know? I can start if you want.
I mean, no, no, you're fine. It's just I'm stupid. Okay, look, I got my associates in college with electrical and mechanical engineering, but that does nothing with anything that has anything to do with computers, because I have like the IQ of an ice cream sandwich when it comes to messing with anything that is computer wise. Like, unless it's taking the computer apart, putting it back, yeah, 20 degrees, because how they're frozen.
Are you? I was about to say, what are you, layered? You got layers of intelligence. That's what I was.
Yeah, I
I
have
was
car
saying.
mechanics, I have math, and then I have computer.
So the creamy white feeling part is the math.
Yeah, I'm good at math. I will say that. I'm good with math, except for geometry. Fuck that.
I was good at both. I love math and geometry. Algebra, I liked it. too.
Geometry. I
I
love
was kind of a
algebra,
nerd at
and-
school.
But I don't know what it does like with like personal life, because I don't use my associate's degrees to what I do either on here or in real life. Because in real life, I'm a supervisor for truck drivers. Well, I'm not going to say my job, but I have CDL. It has nothing to do with engineering. And then on here, we're just having our podcast, chatting with each other, talking about stories, giving out entertainment.
Yeah.
So my college went to waste unless I go back and actually try to get my bachelor's, which I'm going to soon in 5 years.
5 years.
I just noticed your group tag. What's your group you're part in?
Oh yeah.
My God.
Okay. What? Hang on. I can't.
My nuts itch. Oh my God. Okay.
Okay. Pull yourself
Try
together,
not to-
stream. Please don't die.
I'm kind of sick, so I need to stop myself from laughing too much, or I'm just gonna go in a coughing fit. So I got the mute button just in case. Oh boy. Sorry. Keep going. I'm sorry for interrupting.
No, you're good. I mean, I'm done, honestly, with what I'm saying. Like, whatever I do, it does nothing with what I do, honestly, to say the least. My life is just, like, exploded everywhere. It's pieces I'm grabbing one at a time.
So I was supposed to go very far, but it didn't end up going the way I wanted. Now our school system in Canada, in Quebec, is a bit different. Now you got kindergarten, and then primary school, which is grade 1 to 6, and then secondary school, which is 7 to 11. After that, you go to CEGEP for 3 years, and then you go to university for 2 years for a bac or a master's or a doctorate, right? So I did my high school, and I did the strongest math, the strongest physics, biology, everything to open up as many doors as possible. And then I started taking a course in avionics to learn to work on airplanes, do all the wiring and stuff like that. And my goal was to go to university to study robotics and build robots. And, this is therefore why I have my robotic hand. Probably would have directed myself into the medical industry, which is totally something I would do again. But during my studies, I've realized that I had very hard time focusing on classes. The classes were 3 hours long. People didn't want to take a 15-minute break. They wanted to finish early. And you know what? I really needed that 15-minute break to be able to, be able to focus again, but I didn't realize back then. So it didn't end up working. I ended up dropping out at the end of the second year. Now, note that this technique, this professional technique, is rated second hardest in the province. And I realized why there was only a 10% success rate on that technique. It's very difficult. So I decided to take half a year off, and I decided to go study into AC systems and mechanics, because there's electronics, there's mechanical work, plumbing, a bunch of different things that I love to tinker with. I wanted to be crafty with my hands. And then my sister started dating a guy that actually was a security system technician, which is what I am today. And when I found that out, it made a whole lot of sense, because when I was a kid, I loved to invent mechanisms and like systems to lock doors, camera systems, spy things, gadgets and stuff, and it just made perfect sense. So I took my classes for a year and a half, and after that I did a probation in a company. I got hired, and I've been doing it for 11 years now, and I absolutely love it. Then a few years later, I started making content on YouTube. I've always been like a content creator on YouTube, been making small videos about my inventions, tinkering. I started when I was 14 years old. I mean, I didn't have puberty, so I had my squeaker voice. Sadly, those videos have been deleted because my account got hacked. And then I kept on going, and I stopped doing it for a while, and then I found out about TikTok, started making content, and then after a year, Fiction hired me and to be part of the team, and here we are today, 2 years later.
I didn't hire you. I asked you.
Yes, sorry, I was just going
So
really
formal.
fast to not extend my time too much.
Oh yeah, you totally nailed that.
Yeah.
You're a talker. I love it though. Keep it up. So
I cut it short as much as I could. I'm sorry.
I could try to cut it short, but this is going to be like a long one, to say the least. When it comes to my background, especially academically, I was a terrible elementary, middle school, and high schooler. I did not do great. I was best as a C student, and then I took a break, and there was a gap in that break where, you know, it's been what, 4 or 5 years. So I went to decide to go to college, and I figured out what I wanted to do. And so I went into the cybersecurity field, which, by the way, this is my last semester, where I only have one class, and then I get my degree. And then I'm going to further my degree and advanced it. So I got 2 more years to go, but I'm still happy to get this upcoming degree to make my knowledge much stronger in this particular field that I'm studying in. So we'll see about that. Plus, I'm also working on currently to getting one of my certifications. So that's also amazing, and I'm very confident I'll be passing that in a couple of months. Besides the formal academics, you guys know I'm a writer. Don't want to say it like that. And still working on that. Which I would love to tell you guys more, but somebody told me you guys talk about it too much.
You can make reference to it. That's fine.
I know
You
about
need to
that.
spend more than 30 seconds talking about it.
Of course. So I'm trying to weigh in on that. And other than that, I recently been practicing singing, and I've been also learning how to play guitar again, which I kind of lost my touch with it a little bit, but that's okay. I could still guarantee I'm still good at plucking a G string.
Well, it's gonna bring all the femboys over to you for sure.
Maybe. Maybe? I don't know. I'm just being silly and stupid.
I mean, if I get some femboys coming my way, I'll just... If I send some femboys, I'm just gonna think like, "Hey, hi, nice to meet you. Just go this way. These 2 boys are gonna like it."
It's kind of weird. We have the opposite effect. You want bears. What? I think it's like a mixture with you.
It's legit like everyone. I don't know why. Except for women. There's not a lot of women.
I think I got hit on by women a couple of times. But anyways, we're off topic here.
Well, to be fair though, you
But-
do look good, so it makes sense.
Thank you.
I mean,
Stream
all of
looks
you
better.
look amazing. No. All of you look amazing. Okay, we all do look amazing. All right, let's move on. What is it doing?
Go subscribe. Go subscribe. And make sure you stay in school. Go to college. If not, Kool-Aid Man's gonna break in your house and break your entire room.
Or Whiplash is going to give you itching.
Are there any pivotal moments or experiences during your life journey that really influenced your growth?
You have the stand.
I'd say me, it's when I realized I have ADHD a little bit too late. I realized that I really had a hard time at school, and even though I was studying and something I was very passionate about, you know, I love electronics and stuff like that, but after an hour and a half, my mind was just not there anymore. And I wish I would have insisted on saying, no, I want my 15-minute break at the middle of the class instead of finishing 15 minute earlier. I'm pretty sure my life career would have been different from then, but at the same time, there's also a lot of cons that come with working in aeronautics. It's very unreliable. You never know when you're going to be let out. You know, you're going to lose your job because it fluctuates with the economy a lot. But I think it's really important to listen to your body. And if you have doubts, don't hesitate to ask for help. I wish I did, but I found an alternative and it went pretty well. So it's not too bad for me.
I would say from me, one of the things is definitely that I've noticed recently and throughout my journey of progressing through my life and things that I want to accomplish is that I put a lot of pressure on myself, and I have a lot of responsibilities that I would add to myself, and it could be a lot. I get that, and some people, it gets to them. But from my experiences, and this is just coming from my heart, you are more capable of what you can do than you realize. Just because you see the broader picture of all these responsibilities, you should not let it weigh on you, because sometimes it's not as big as you think it is. And if you feel like there's just too much pressure on you, don't be afraid to ask for help, because, you know, I got a wonderful crew that has took a lot of my responsibilities off of me, which I do appreciate. I thank you guys so much. Especially Sakura, especially Kit.
And also, Kolfi is going to be giving you help with writing the episodes too, which was starting to stress you out quite a bit as well. So big thanks for that. For the production team, Devin as well. Thank you guys.
I'm in this right here. There you
go. Oh, it wasn't stress. It was I was stale on episode ideas. It's not that I don't mind coming up with episode ideas. It's just when you come up with too many too quickly, then you start to run out of ideas. If you guys understand where I'm coming from.
We need another car episode.
What?
Please bring other car episode.
Yes, please, car, no. Car, please. Yes.
Then why don't you write it down?
Because I forget, because my mind is just like fish.
I was going to say, don't write it 3 times. It doesn't count, but no, you forgot about it, so never mind.
It's on the list.
Oh, okay. It's
Hell yes.
What about you,
No, let's talk about that some more though. Like, so you talked about how you wish you had figured out that you were ADHD sooner, but how have you navigated that since you figured it out?
Well, what ended up happening is when I redirected my life career, I took a job, I started studying at school to where the classes were only like an hour to 2 hours. So 2 hours was a lot more manageable for me. And it was, at the beginning was a lot of theory, but at the end it was mostly practice. So we were actually in the workshop and actually building stuff. It was 90% workshop, 10% theory in class. So it came out to be a formula that really worked well with me. And I realized also that even today, like in my professional work, I do have training on new alarm systems, and sometimes they take the whole day. And our trainer, the guy that teaches us, he actually takes break every hour 30 minutes. They ask us how we feel, and it feels like almost all of my colleagues have ADHD and a ton of coffee. I've realized that drinking a lot of coffee, it hyper stimulates your brain, but it helps you focus more. It's not really good for your health, so you got to take it with moderation. But I've noticed that personally, I discovered that coffee kind of helps. So usually I'll drink a bunch of it during my training classes, but I would not do that every day.
Me.
Why,
Well, because you.
why we pick?
You go ahead.
Is he muted again?
No, I don't think so.
No,
No.
it's the
Sorry, I
other
have
guy's
it.
turn.
The other guy's
you didn't-
turn.
Who's the other? Wait, you didn't ask me a question.
That was guys. That was guys plural.
Okay, you go fiction.
You
Okay,
guys don't know your English.
it was kind of. I thought I was expecting a question, but whatever. Okay.
To
But
be honest,
anyways,
I kind of expected the same.
yeah, I was like, we'll talk more about that later. But anyways, yeah. When it comes to ADHD, at least from my experience, because I do have it too, your brain seems to wander too oftenly. Like sometimes you're like, let's say, like if your partner was talking about something that was very serious, to you, and your brain's like, sometimes I think about cheese.
Well, you know what? I think that's an important point. When I've noticed that when I get involved into very long conversation with my husband or a friend for whatever reason, I get very fidgety, and I need to have something in my hand to fidget with. And I realized at school I was like cutting up my erasers, crafting things. If I would have had a fidget cube, not a fidget spinner, but a fidget cube at school, I'm sure like 100% it would have helped me do a little bit better. But I've noticed having something to fidget with is really helpful to help me focus on one thing. It kind of vents the excess energy I have. It kind of feels like that.
That's a fair point. With me, my ADHD is actually comes with my leg. Like, you know, sometimes I would tap my foot. Yeah, I get it there.
Yeah.
What about you, Whiplash? Do you have any ADHD?
So I've never been like, what's the word called? I've never been like diagnosed with it, but I can tell I have it. It's not that hard, honestly. So just like you in school, I was very fidgety with when I'm just sitting down at desk, like looking. I can't even pay attention to the main like chalkboard, whiteboard, screen. I can't remember what those things are that shine down from the roofs onto the projectors. I could never really pay attention, so I would always be either drawing to get my mind off something, try to put something down, or I'd just be looking around, fidgeting my head, doing this the entire time, or like doing this. Of course.
That was
Putting
nice.
my head in my hand. It was just, I had to like figure out. So here's something I did as a kid, like when I went to restaurants, because this is probably like the best explanation of it. Even while sitting in a restaurant, oh my god, seat. Good enough? Yeah, whatever. When I'm sitting in restaurants, okay, have you ever been to the Cracker Barrel? You probably have. I'm not sure about you.
I have.
I don't have it.
You know the little peg board game that you have at the tables?
Mm-hmm.
So what I would do, since I'm also very interested in weather, I love looking at weather. Even as a child, I would take like the napkin they gave you, and then I would just kind of like twist up where the like the very bottom of it was so like thin, and then it just got a little wider as it went up. And I would take those little pegs, put them upside down so they all would stand up, and I would treat them like trees and houses, and I would use that little napkin as like a tornado, and just like boom,
Oh, that's cute.
and just like start throwing them around everywhere.
That's adorable.
That is very, very adorable. To be honest, I probably would have done the same if I knew that. I just stacked the checkers at the Cracker Barrel and just
I mean, I did
knock
too
them
before.
down. Anyways,
What about any other challenges or setbacks?
Being fat.
you're not fat.
You never saw me when I was. I look like a barrel.
He used to be.
I'm talking about recent events.
Oh yeah, not
I think that-
recent.
No.
But you have to understand, I
No.
was until 25. I was until I was 25. That's a lot of time being fat. Also,
well, why
yes,
don't you
Steve?
discuss
What were you
Huh?
saying?
No, nothing. I was listening.
Well, why don't you?
Yes.
Fuck.
No, go ahead.
I was about to say. Jesus. I was about to ask you, why don't you tell the audience, like, what did you do to prepare to lose it? You know, because some people might be curious about that.
Stress. You hate your job and you're tired of being fat. To be honest, that
No.
sounds like quick get outs. No, okay, look, to be fair, that sounds like quick get outs, but legitimately just one day. Like, job was stressing me out. I was just tired of the way I looked, was tired of it. So I just kind of like mentally broke one day. And I was like, you know what? We're going for it. We're going to go to the gym. I'm going to get a gym membership. This wasn't like, beginning of January where everyone does like, I'm going to go to the gym this year, do it for a week, and then they stop. This was like in April or May. So it wasn't like that. So I got a gym membership, got clothes, got a little blender bottle that you usually get to mix powder drinks from, GNC to get yourself some protein or maybe get yourself wired up to go inside, because there's some that'll make your skin crawl if you don't work out, and it's weird. But I got some clothes, got that, went to the gym first day, and I was like, all right, I need to figure out what I'm going to do. I just kind of did cardio for a bit, because honestly, cardio is probably the best thing to do when you first go to the gym. Don't try to overexert yourself, because otherwise you're just going to wake up the next morning and not move at all. Just make one part of your body not work the next day, and then just keep doing that until your body is used to the stress you're putting on it, because working out is stress, but it does help you out in the long run.
80% is what you eat, by the way.
Yeah, that's okay. He's not wrong. The best thing to do, especially right now, like if you're drinking sugar soda or anything that is liquid with sugar in it, stop drinking as much. Just like drink a little bit less and less each time. Work yourself into, if it's like soda, work yourself into something that's zero, like diet. Like
No
say
sugar.
Diet Coke or Zero Pepsi. Work into something that's less and less, sugar in it. Or like green tea, get diet green tea. If you get coffee from Starbucks, start getting if you get sugar, get Splenda instead. Or maybe instead of what kind of milk, or get milk. I don't know. Milk's good. But just do something that'll help you, start losing that fat, because that is what gives you fat.
Milk gives you fat too.
Well, milk's good for your bones.
Well, anyways, what I was about to say though is that what, since you and I are guys that worked out a lot, Stream, we gotta put some
What?
meat on him. I think we could train him.
Skinny man.
We'll put some meat on your bones. We're gonna.
I mean,
to be fair
I'm-
though, we'll work you
I'm
out hard.
stronger than I look. I'm a lot stronger than I look.
Oh,
And
I
I'm starting
get-
to get
I know.
a little, I'm starting to have a little dad bod. I'm not gonna say no to that. I kind of like it. I don't want
I
to
know.
lose
TV
it.
fair stream. TV fair stream. Or to be fair, fiction. He does have meat somewhere though.
Oh,
Okay, no. This is
let's not go there.
no.
Let's not go
No.
there. Okay.
Stream. I'm so sorry.
Off guard.
Okay. Compose, please, guys.
I wanted to answer
You're
that
welcome.
question. I don't even know what I was gonna say anymore. Okay.
You were talking about you have your dad bod going on.
Yeah, no, but to continue, like what Kit mentioned, like how do you navigate it through those challenges? I've noticed that motivation can get you through a lot of stuff, and when I encounter problems where I can't find solution, or like making my fursuit, or trying to go through school through this class, I kept watching the things that inspired me to start doing that project at the first place. So that's an advice I could give to people. Like, if you're facing challenges, try to keep yourself motivated. Go back to what got you started into that. That should help out.
That does. Especially in my opinion. But anyways, I still believe we could get you to work out though. I'm just saying.
I'm good.
Can definitely get-
I mean, I'm not closed-minded to it. I just don't want to do those protein shakes and eating a bunch of food. That's the part I don't like.
Yeah, that's a lifestyle. But anyways, sorry. Sorry, everybody. It's just that what he said just threw me off, and I forgot the question.
So, have you had to navigate through challenges and setbacks on your journey? What did you do to overcome them?
Okay. All right. So, yeah, it's pretty much like when it comes to writing, it's like, you have that creative block. You know what I mean? And I'll say this. When you have that creative block, you will run through many obstacles where you feel like you're not good enough, when in reality you are. I think you are your own worst critic when it comes to the creative things. And if you notice that, you just take a break, take a step back, and collect yourself. Go through the process of like, okay, I'm running out of ideas. Just brainstorm some more ideas, and when you're ready, you go back to it. That's kind of the same thing with any, not just writing, but just any creative like mindset, like whether it's arts, digital, like especially when it comes to when you stream, like you want to do more creative things with your character. Like you want to add more textures, you probably want to add more cool things and things to it to make it cooler. Yeah. But you sometimes you have that creative block. Like you're like, I don't know what else I could do with them. But then you come up with one later. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Usually what ends up happening is I work on my avatar, I get everything done. I'm like, oh, I don't have any ideas for like 2 or 3 months. And then all of a sudden I get a bomb of ideas, having the heartbeat, having the chest hair. Now I want to be able to play with my jowls because I play with Jet's jowls all the goddamn time. So I kind of want to reflect that on my avatar and have like my ear where I kind of tilt on the side of the jowl kind of flops. That would be something cool I want to do. I have a bunch of projects.
We already have a kit that does that.
Stops. Yeah. Kid has it, so when he goes like this, it's like cuteness factor over 1,000. Look at it. Oh, it's not on that one though. It's on the other one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely would like to look more like my avatar, like a muscle dad bod kind of a thing. I wouldn't say no to that.
Mm-hmm.
Gain a little muscle, but gain a bit of weight too. That'd be nice.
Well, I hate to break the ice to you, but you're gonna have to do the one thing you said you did not want to do, which is eating right.
I know. I've been eating right. It's just eating more. I'm already eating a lot, and it's already so goddamn expensive food in Canada. It's insane. Our food, it's on a whole other subject I don't want to get involved into.
Yeah, it's just, again, lifestyle. But you can have cheap groceries. You just gotta do some research, that's all. That's it. Anyways.
Yeah, true.
What about any mentors any of you had?
Oh boy, I have a lot. Where to start?
You go ahead, because I have none. So you go.
I don't have any.
Oh god.
Self-made man.
All right, this is your question. Go ahead. This is your question. You go.
Dang. Well, let me add a little game to this. Do you know who I'm going to say first?
No idea.
I should know this.
Oh wait,
I think I know, but I'm not 100% sure. I was gonna say Elvis Presley, but probably another person.
Yes, there you go.
Oh,
yes, I got it. Yes, high five. You know me so well.
I'm starting to get you.
Yes.
Wait, do that again.
Yes.
Do that again. Do that again.
There we go.
Oh my god.
But yes, one of them is Elvis Presley. Now, I definitely get my clothes style and my hairstyle from Elvis. If you ever noticed, if you seen like selfies of me, always in leather jacket. The reason why I wear leather jackets is because I looked at 1968 Elvis Presley special when it was all black leather, and I was like, that is peak Elvis, and I wanted to be that badass. That was so cool to me. And to add on to the factors of it, it's because music, and he's also from my home state, which is Tennessee. So I looked up to him for the music reasons. I looked up to him because I wanted to be that confident masculine figure. and just again the music. That's it. That's what I loved about him. And there's also other people, which there's one guy that you might have heard of him, in which he was huge in WWE during the Attitude Era, which was Stone Cold Steve Austin, who I based my other personality of, the aggressive positivity. That's where that came from. I took what he used, that his anti-authority attitude and his personality, not giving a damn, and then I put it into this, like, he's always so loud and very aggressive about everything, and I took that whole thing and then turned it into like a positive influencer kind of thing when I was doing TikTok, which, by the way, I am definitely getting back to doing that because I think it's great. And there's a few more people, but I'm just gonna stick with those two because those two stick out to me the most.
Yeah. I gotta say, if I would, like, popularity wise, I would say Craig is probably my role model and inspiration. He is the most humble guy. He's very approachable. He's busy. He can't answer your messages always, but he doesn't put himself, he doesn't want to be put on a pedestal. He's very humble. He's super sweet. He's very easy to talk to, very easy to approach. If this is going to become overwhelmingly popular and stuff, I always keep this guy in mind on how humble he is, because I just love it. It's pure, it's simple, it's elegant, Concerning academic journeys and just working on myself, I gotta say, I gotta give credit to my husband, who's been pushing me a lot, inspiring me a lot to become a better person. Every time I have issues or I have faults, he really pushes me to better myself and become a better person. So big credit for him for that. But I also do the same to him. It's like it goes both ways. So it's a very healthy relation that we have. Hello, Jet. He brought me a toy. Oh.
And Jet is your a positive influence. I would say that.
My subordinate. No, I'm kidding. He's my dog. He's subordinate. Bring me a beer.
Oh, that'd be cool. To be honest, that would be cool. Whiplash, you really don't have anyone?
No, I'm self-made. Legit, anything I've done, I've just learned on my own.
If I was to take a wild limb, I was gonna say, if you had a big influencer, it would definitely been Vin Diesel.
No, hell no.
Why?
Because Fast and Furious.
Look, I grew up with Fast and Furious, but it didn't make me work on cars, or it made me start liking cars. Don't get me wrong, but I didn't learn my experience from them by watching the movies, because movies are now, to be fair, the movies now suck, not gonna lie. But I mean, I really didn't have anything to maybe Hot Wheels, but I mean, Hot Wheels is toy cars. I mean, stuff like that got me into it, but it didn't mentor me into working on my vehicles, doing what I like to them and such. I had friends with that who helped and such.
Maybe people are not what you're influenced by. Maybe it was just the objects themselves, the ideas.
Yeah, true.
What made you you? Yes.
That's true.
I would say that concludes today's episode. Thank you guys for coming to see this episode and this opening to season 3. We'll be seeing you guys next week on another episode, and hopefully you guys will tune in to see other creative episode ideas. Probably definitely another car episode for him, so just to make him happy.
Hell yeah.
And see, oh, that's a wrap.
Have a good night, everyone. Take care.
Good night.
Good night. Let's get our ass baked.
Coffee wasn't so bad.
I gotta make this quick.
Yeah.
We call them Mama Attitude. Just a pedal.
Mama podcast. Podcast
I'm
mama.
sure she has words for us.
Oh no, you're definitely getting words. I'm like, oh boy, this little. Oh.